good man.
I think that's right.
Rob is very good for this, for keeping track of stuff. I totally take advantage of that in the Saturday game.
Now, Rob, are you an accountant by chance?
No.
Even better. He's a project manager.
Oh, okay. Well, that's ideal for these things. But let's see. So we're going to do some more basic fantasy as usual today. My Sunday guys, they're in the this catacomb under the town of Brymasson, looking for a group of missing children that were taken out of this guy's basement. I think he was a leather worker, if I remember correctly. I suppose I could turn the page. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, it's a little sketchy of a situation. As to who's behind it, we don't know. But I think the last we saw of Wilfred and Lauren and their company, they had found a sarcophagus with a skeleton who... Oh, this one didn't talk to you. No, he just had rings on him. Right. Or no, did he talk to you?
I think he did talk to us briefly. Something ominous and creepy. And then
he did. You're right. He said many things that he plundered from the dead, blah, blah, blah. Now it serves you as he served me. Yeah. And then he went back to eternal sleep.
And then I think I put my hand in his skull and used it as a puppet. Made him talk to
you. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right. So yeah, you had this encounter, and then that's about where we left off. I think it's kind of in the southwest-ish region of this dungeon you've been exploring. You're in this sarcophagus room, which is it's a pretty small room actually. It looks like it's only maybe 10 by 10, jam-packed. But anywho, I'll let you introduce what you're doing. But basically, wait, did you go back to town, or was it just kind of right back into the thing?
I think we just closed the door and rested in the sarcophagus room, didn't we?
Yeah, something like that.
I think you were actually in the sarcophagus, if I remember right, Lauren.
All right. Okay. That doesn't sound like me. That sounds like the kind of thing Guildford might be doing.
Yeah.
No, I'm much too sensible. No way. I would be interested in seeing you sleep in it, but no, I'm not getting in that.
Probably kind of clean. I mean, just a single body's been in it for 100-something years, you know?
Yes, I'm not worried about the body. I'm worried about like evil magic. But though that guy did not seem like a magic user, I'd say he was probably a level 1 fighter.
Yeah, probably, somewhat accurate. Maybe, but
okay, I'll sleep in the sarcophagus. It does look more comfortable. I assume it has some nice velvet pillows and stuff like that, cushioning.
Totally nice red velvet.
If it's just stone, grand. Then I will sleep in there after I ditch the body out, over beside Lauren.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah. So how do we see you guys? I guess we see Beaufort.
Oh, I'm lying, resting, looking up, eyes unblinking, arms folded across my chest. Just relaxing.
Totally, like a corpse, almost.
Yeah, kind of like, a vampire, that sort of pose. But,
Very good. And Lauren, how do we see you resting in this little room?
Yeah, so Lauren's just kind of sitting with his back to the wall, kind of half watching the door, half watching Bilford to see what's going on, kind of just basically fletching some arrows and just kind of keeping his hands busy.
Very good. Yeah, so again, you're in this 10 by 10 sarcophagus room. I suppose the secret door has been shut. Yeah, and you're free to continue roaming. So yeah, just tell me what you want to do.
Well, Lauren, I had an excellent night's sleep. Very comfortable in here. How about you? And I'll just sort of sit up. I'll go from lying to standing up vertically, without any visible means of support or how I did that. And I'll just turn my head to look at Lauren and go, well, after you.
Okay. So I will approach the secret door and open it and see what the morning brings.
Nice.
We have
And-
Arnold with us, right? Arnold and who's
Yeah.
the other guy? Or who
And
else we got?
Sisteril.
Sisteril.
Sisteril. Yeah, Sisteril and Arnold.
Cleric or paladin? Okay.
She's
She's a cleric.
Yeah,
I think he's a fighter.
yeah
He
he's
is
a fighter.
awesome. He is basically
Yeah, an excellent fighter.
Yeah.
He's
he's how I view Conan the Destroyer after he has risen to become the conqueror of an entire continent.
definitely.
That's also how Arnold speaks.
Yes, he's a good man. I don't know.
Anyway, Arnold, you're in charge. What are we doing?
Oh, I think I would just walking back out into the dungeon, as they say.
Good. Well, Lauren, you heard the man.
Okay, so we walk out into the corridor, and
I'll follow behind.
I guess we'll continue east.
Very good. And so, continuing east, it goes down about 15 feet before it breaks off to the south to your right. Going down another 20 feet before it heads back to the east, to the left. I assume you're just following the hallway there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to follow Lauren, and it's up to Lauren if he wants Arnold in front or behind of him.
Nice.
I'll just get ahead for the moment.
Okay. And scouting ahead east again, in about 20 feet down.
Did I have
On your
skeletons?
left.
Oh no, they would have broken up. Sorry, they would have broken up. They only last 5 hours, I
sure.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, never mind.
Well, very sadly, very sad that they. Anyways, yeah. So about 20 feet down on the left, there's a door, and about 45 feet in front of you, east, of course, there's another door. So, what would you like to do?
Sorry, so there's a door in the north wall about halfway down, is there? And then at the end of the corridor, there's a door in the wall facing us in the east wall.
Correct.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
So I would like to stop at the first door in the north wall and see if I can hear anything.
Okay, and let's see. So behind this wall, you hear sniffling, the sound of many children sniffling.
Well, definitely not this door. We should keep going.
Okay. Is the door locked? Can I see? Is there any locking mechanism on the door?
There is a nice large padlock on it. Somehow preventing this door from opening.
Okay. Okay, so I will leave that door for now and walk up to the door in the east wall.
Okay, and this one is not locked, if you would mess with it. Let's see. No, this one's not locked.
And can I hear anything from the far side of it?
You hear, you would hear nothing. You won't even have to try. Yeah. Deathly quiet. Death-like silence.
Okay. So I will walk back and ask Bilford, does he have any spells that open locked doors?
Not locked. There's a spell for that. I can't actually remember if I know it. I might, but I'd have to spend the night. Even if I do, I'd have to spend the night preparing it. I can't remember if I.
Okay.
It'll be on that spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, not without at least a night's rest.
Okay. Does anyone know if rangers can pick locks in this system?
No, they might.
You can possibly hack the door open with enough time and enough noise.
Yeah, but I was
Definitely.
hoping to do it without making any noise at all, Greg.
Well, I'd say we should try opening this door and see, Oh, I do have knock. I did learn knock, but then I still have to sleep for it. Yeah.
Okay.
That was very sensible of me, but
It's not working at the moment. Okay. No, okay. Right, okay, so I'll just nod to Sister Ill and ask her to hit the lock with her mace.
Well, we can open the silent. We go in the silent room first and see if we can get the key in there if you want. Or we can just smash this one. You want to smash it then?
Kind of, yeah.
Grand, go for it. So I'll stand back a little bit, away from the door, near Arnold.
Okay. So
And I'll have an arrow ready to shoot at the door the opposite door, in case anyone
I'll also
comes
be
out.
looking behind us in case anything comes up the corridor because of the noise we're about to make.
Very good. So you can smash at the door. Do a melee attack one.
16.
Yes, we will say that is plenty. Yeah, so you can smash it right, bust the lock right up, and you can push the door open if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay, so this is a pretty small room, small and dark, quite narrow, maybe 10 to 15 feet deep. There's a huge iron cage hanging suspended from the ceiling. The room's a bit smoky. You see 4 small children huddled together, kind of like sniffling, whatever, in the cage. And then you see the man actually who had asked you to find his children, so the father presumably, and he's down there huddled next to this sort of fire that he looks like he was kind of putting out, and he'll turn to look at you when the door bursts open. Obviously, and you can see that his eyes are glowing a little red, like there's a reddish tint to them. And,
oh, good. Nothing to see here. We should probably go about our business. Goodbye, sir.
Yeah, Lauren's not having any of that. I'll just wink at him and say, I guess this means you're not going to pay us. And then I will try and shoot him in the head.
Don't be hitting on him. He hasn't paid us yet.
You want to shoot at him? Yeah, okay, go for it.
Yeah. So that is a 14.
Let's see. The 14 will miss.
Ooh.
Yeah. Do be sure he isn't under some kind of mind control, Lauren, before you brutally murder their father in front of the children,
Okay. You do that. I've missed.
I'm standing back and observing. Are we going to initiative or?
Yes, you can. Yeah, we'll roll initiative as Lauren fires that shot off. He's on a 6.
I'm on a 5.
Okay.
Arnold is on a 2. Oh, Arnold has a bonus, I think, so he's on a 3.
Okay. What about Lauren? And,
Lauren's on a 6, but
Okay.
Sister is also on a 3. Sorry, 7. Lauren's on a 7 and Sister is on a 3.
Where was Beaufort? Beaufort had the 3 as well?
I was on a 5. Arnold was on a 3.
Arnold had the 3, so Arnold and Sister. Okay, cool. So we'll start with Lauren again at the top. As this guy, the father, just starts cackling like a madman and standing up.
Oh. I didn't get it. What was the joke?
At 24,
Yeah.
That will hit. You're looking for a 16 for what it's worth. So.
Okay. So that's 12 damage on him.
12 damage. Okay, let's see. That hurts him quite a bit. Yeah, so that actually fucks him up pretty bad. But he's not down yet. Okay, so what about who is next? He's next, so he's going to rush forward and throw his hands towards, probably towards Lauren. Let's see. So what he's going to try to do is he's going to try to damage your mind.
It's too late,
so
sir.
If he hits, I'll tell you what happens. But yeah, too late. Rolls a 17. I don't think that hits though.
Oh, I think it might.
Oh shit.
Let me have a look. Sorry, this thing is fucking mad long.
What's your rating?
Sorry, I'm still trying to 15. 15.
What a bummer. Okay, so his hands come out and grab you. It's like grab your skull, basically. And you're going to take 2 points of damage, and you're also going to... Oh, no, wait. No, you lose 2 points of wisdom, and you take 4 points of damage. There we go.
Okay.
As he drains some of your wisdom and gains some of your ranger knowledge.
He's going to be sorely disappointed.
Yes, he doesn't look too impressed so far. But from there we go to, I think it was Dilford.
Well, I'm definitely going to stand back, as I think I'd be much more interesting for him to drain. So I will cast Web, because we're in a nice confined space with walls. So I'll cast Web on him. Hopefully, I'll back up a little and cast Web. So that's a save.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Let's see. I don't think that's good enough. That is not good enough. Goddamn. Okay, so completely trapped as the web just splooges all over. And he looks quite shocked and quite pissed.
Do you want to talk to him, Bilford?
Well, I suppose we could try. Good sir, are you okay? Would you like to talk to us?
Ha! I've never been better. This body is excellent. Until you caught it.
Lauren, little concerned that he might not be himself. So I think it would be best if we could get whatever is in him out of him rather than brutally murder him in front of his children. Though, to be fair, I'm ambivalent. But if we do that, we should probably also kill the children and raise them as zombies.
Okay.
Just for kindness' sake.
Maybe let's go with plan A.
Which is kill them all?
No, that's plan B.
Okay.
Plan A.
Good.
A is the first one, Bilford. Always remember that.
Yes. Sorry.
You get
I it's for better.
Okay. Or B for we're not doing that.
I have to cook my children.
So, when did you get this interesting urge to cook in whatever your children? Had you done anything at that time?
Just a few days ago. That man who brought that funny-looking jar to me to wrap it in some kind of leather casing. But I broke it.
You broke the jar, yes. That sounds to me like perhaps it was one of those, what you call them, magic jars with a terrible, terrible evil spirit inside it, or something along those lines. But it's probably in you now. I don't really know how to get it back out of you. The man, he didn't bring any documentation along with him by any chance, did he? You know, a handy how to remove evil spirit from your body type thing or anything like that? No.
No, he paid me handsomely and just left.
Oh, well, Lauren, it's probably best if we, I guess.
Find the jar?
Well, he's broken it. I don't know how we're going to get it out of him. And I'd be a bit concerned that if we were to kill him, it might move to the next receptacle, namely you, because I will not be standing near him.
Okay.
So we could always just, we carry out the children. I guess we're going to have to go with plan B and just set fire to this room and close the door and run away.
Yeah, no, still not liking plan B.
You're the one who wants to murder their father in front of them. Come on, have some heart.
Papa, no.
Okay.
Don't worry, web lasts 2 turns per level. A turn is 10 minutes, isn't it? So we have 100 minutes, I think, to sit and ponder.
Mm-hmm.
We try knocking him out. That's often a good first step. But let's get you to do it. And I'll have Arnold stand behind you with his sword held up high, just in case.
Should we get Sister Ill to cast Turn Undead? Is that
certainly going to try? I still think we should knock you out. Oh, well, get you to try and knock him out, and then we knock you out just in case.
Okay. Maybe I'll knock him out and we'll discuss the knocking me out part.
Okay, but when you're going to knock him out, would you mind just removing all your weapons and put them down the ground? Just punch him; it'll be fine. Just in case you go crazy afterwards. I'd hate to have to kill you. Or have you kill me.
Okay. Okay. So why don't we just have Arnold punch him till he's getting knocked out?
Yeah, Arnold, would you put that sword down and then punch him some? I really hope Arnold doesn't get... Yes, it'd be quite difficult.
Little mano a mano.
A mano, while one mano is completely held immobile. Just brings you back to your boarding school years, I'm sure.
It does remind me of that, actually. Can't always... Yeah, and he'll go for it. He'll take off his gauntlets and wade into the web. And yeah, he'll sock the guy right in the jaw, and he's gonna knock him right out. But as he does so, you can see that the reddish tint from this guy's eyes begin to form a nebulous cloud in front of his
Arnold,
face.
run!
Let's see if Arnold's stuck in the web. Okay, he's not. So Arnold's gonna dive out of the way as this nebulous reddish cloud forms in front of
Lauren.
the sky.
I'm backpedaling furiously as I shout, crap, Lauren.
Is there any drugs or anything drug-like in the room, or?
Well, you and your jug obsession, man. Come on, is this a time?
I know.
There is not. Just a kid did this little fire that was just put out. And
I have a large sack if you want to try and put it over at Lauren, but I think that's an unbelievably bad idea.
Okay. Okay, so we should just leave.
It'll probably go into one of the children then, but yes. We can always bring, when it goes into the child, I'm shouting this as we're running away, of course. You know, we can just bring whoever it goes into to the local priest or something. I don't know. It'll be fine. Or put them in a room and set fire to it. I said it before.
I'm running. Except that it moves on touch. So as soon as you touch the person to bring them anywhere.
Oh no! Well, so out of character, it seemed to be when I was knocked unconscious, it moved out of him. But I presume we're running at this stage, right? Because we don't really have ages to chat. So I'm running.
No.
Okay. I've been shouting at Arnold to follow me.
Yeah, Arnold would immediately start running.
Okay. So can we see where it's going before we leave?
Yeah, it's not a very big room. You can see that it's momentarily hanging about the guy's face, and then it just shoots out, and it's going to head west down the passageway, and then shoot off north and then west, and it's disappeared from sight for now.
Okay. So, well, it didn't go into the children, so that's something. So can we see if John is okay?
Yeah, you would hear him probably snoring. Arnold really socked him quite square in the jaw.
Good job, Arnold.
Oh, you know, don't say
it was a fair fight.
No, fair as they come.
Okay, so we should grab him and the children and leave.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable, while keeping an incredibly careful eye out. Hopefully that thing will just go into the nearest, like cobalt or something.
Yeah. So should we check this door on the east wall, or should we go back the way we came?
I think we should get the children and go back the way we came.
Okay.
Though they would make excellent hirelings. How old are they?
They're between the ages of like 4 and 10.
Excellent. Can you hold a spear, young lad?
He's just sniffling and looks so confused. His eyes are puffy and red. And probably looks like he hasn't eaten in a couple of days.
Okay. So I guess I'll ask Arnold to start hacking his way through the web to get to the children in the cage so we can free them. And we'll worry about John when he wakes up. Will you keep an eye out, Lauren?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you would even search John's pockets, he does have a key for the cage. But I don't know if you would search. You could hack at the cage if you want. Depends on how you want to do it.
I think we probably would search, to be honest. Looking for the cage. If he was there, what's the word? I don't know, captor.
Yeah, and you would find.
Is there anything else interesting in the room?
No, you might find like little bits of like chicken bones and things. Maybe the guy was like eating, but nothing terribly interesting. It seems like he had a fit of madness there, and obviously wanted to eat his children. The spirit wanted him to. But yeah, there's no treasure.
We should bring him back for trial and have him publicly executed, Lauren. Seems the right thing to do.
Maybe not so much. Let's bring him to the priest first. Let's see what the priest says.
Well, okay.
The priest may absolve him of his sins.
But I really don't think you're the moral voice of this party after your, murder spree option. But okay.
He had red eyes.
Maybe he was hungover. It happens to the best of us.
Maybe he was.
So we will get the kids out of the cage. We will get John. I will help carry John. Me and Arnold together between us, and we will follow Sister Ill and Lauren back the way we came. Sound good, Lauren?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. And we will see what happens.
Okay. So let's see. You will make it out of the tomb, no problem. As you get to the hole in the wall, basically back where it goes to, I think it was John's home there, you would hear kind of excited talking coming from a little passageway. The voice of the mayor is one of them you would recognize. There's also a hysterical woman. You can't quite make out what they're saying.
So this is at the door to the cellar, is it? Or at the gap in the wall in the cellar?
Yeah.
And if we move into the cellar and move up towards the cellar door, can we hear any more?
Yes. You would hear the wife hysterically saying, "But my husband, he went in there. We can't seal the door off." And the mayor just laughing and telling her, "Oh no, we must seal it off. Those people are evil. Your kids are not in there." And you can hear him kind of shouting to his cohorts to try to quiet the woman.
Okay.
I will shout, "Fear not, lady, we have returned." And then I'll poke Arnold and say, "Watch out for the eyes. See if they're red." After you, Arnold. Go on.
Oh, yes, Arnold's ready. Arnold will crawl through, and he'll shout back as soon as he gets through the passage there, and he'll say, "Oh, they're red. Red as can be."
Oh, good.
Punch him.
So I guess
Just
we'll
grapple him.
Yeah. Yes. Immobilize him, Arnold. Don't knock him unconscious.
And you can hear Arnold throw his sword down and take off running, presumably towards the mayor. You'll hear some scuffling.
I'll run.
And you'll hear a lot of scuffling.
As fast as I can.
Yeah, and then you'll hear Arnold shouting curses as the mayor's two men presumably are attacking him. But so what are y'all gonna do?
I'm gonna run in and attempt to web the mayor, his two men, and Arnold, like the big melee of the four of them.
And I'm just gonna follow along behind.
Yeah, as soon as you get through the passageway there, Guilford, you can see the two guys. The two cohorts look more confused than anything, but they are listening to the mayor, and they are kind of grabbing Arnold, kind of holding him back. The mayor has pulled out a dagger, and Arnold's just kind of snarling. So you want to cast web on them?
Well, yeah, if I can just get the mayor, that's perfect. If it's a big melee, then I don't mind getting all of them.
Yeah, they're all pretty close. They're all within striking distance of each other.
Yeah, I think I'll try and get all of them. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's see. Mayor fucks up. Arnold fails. One of the cohorts succeeds. The other cohort succeeds. Okay, so they're all trapped, but just the cohorts there are able to move a little.
So, Lauren, we were trying. You know, so they're going to be making their way to the web. So we're going to try and convince them that the mayor has been possessed, and I'm going to point out that he's got glowing fucking red eyes. And he didn't have them this morning when they first met him, and that we really should bring him to a priest or a cleric or a voodoo doctor or whatever they have in this local wonderful place.
Yeah, one of them.
And
will,
we don't want to have to kill them.
One of them just says, "Oh, he's probably just hungover. Who knows?"
They're glowing, you idiots. Oh.
Yes, listen to the little man. They are glowing. He looks crazy. Oh, you're right. God damn it! What do we do? The priest, he'll know what to do.
Yes, well, don't worry. The mayor's immobilized for the next almost 2 hours, so we should get the priest. Yes, and we should cut you guys and Arnold out. We're going to cut Arnold out first. I suppose they can make their own way out over the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, next few goes.
Yeah, we'll be able to get out. And as all the shouting's going on, the children will have scurried by and ran to the mother, who's embracing them most endearingly. And
oh yeah, and we left their father in the passageway. I totally dropped him when I ran in behind Arnold. So I guess Sister Ilt is dragging him in.
Yeah, Sister Ilt will drag him in a few moments later, and she'll rush to him, and she'll be shouting thank yous, and she's crying and whatever. But
no worries, I stopped the ranger murdering him. That was me. He really wants to kill him. He's quite psycho.
Yeah, she glares and said, "How could you? He was possessed."
The ranger? No, he's just very, very aggressive.
And she's busy dealing with the children, and she's going to take them, and she's gonna probably try to employ Sister Earl to help carry John up the stairs to his bed.
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to do that. Yeah, with the kids. So they're going to go up. So what are you doing with the group here? You want to get out?
Yeah, we just want to go find a priest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The locals know where to get a priest, do they?
Yes, definitely.
Cool. So I'm going to cut Arnold out carefully, gently cutting around his massive bulging biceps with my dagger.
Oh yeah, and, he's popping the web almost with his muscles.
Oh, I know, it's crazy, even through his plate armor. And then when Arnold's free, I'm just going to wait for those lackeys to get the local poobah or whatever. I don't know. All the while counting, basically, to see how long he's left in this web.
Yeah, it's a pretty typical, local religion going on there. But so they got a priest and a priestess. They're going to come, and they come in quite shocked that this is even happening in their beautiful, quiet little town of Bryamasson, where nothing interesting ever happens. And as you, I suppose, explain to them what's going on, and talking about these red eyes, the woman who's older, the priestess, she'll say, "Ooh, it sounds like an odium. These foul, undead spirits. They're known to possess the living and drive them into madness. I've never seen one. I've just read much about them. Do you have the jar that it came from?"
No, apparently the fool over there. Oh, sorry, the fool upstairs broke it. Well, maybe it can be repaired. I don't know how. We can ask the wife and see where it is.
Once they're broken, the magical seal is broken as well. I'm gonna have to craft one, perhaps.
Well, I suppose we could tie him up and put him in a box for the foreseeable future while you're doing that.
The only thing is that odium can leave that body whenever it chooses. And as she says that, the mayor just starts cackling and laughing, and his eyes glow a bit brighter.
So how do we go about destroying it? Any suggestions?
Well, if we could drive it out, perhaps if your weapons are magical, or if you have any kind of harmful magic, And
not me. I'm a
yeah,
pacifist.
should be able to kill it. Should be able to kill it. If you can kill it quickly, if you can attack it quickly, perhaps we could kill it.
Okay, Arnold,
It's
you
mist
go
Or
stand
form.
over there and get ready to hit it.
She
Do we
does
have to
say,
attack
now I
it
will
into
warn
mist
you.
form, do we?
Yeah, she says, I will warn you, if you attack that body, the body will die, you know, if it sustains enough damage, regardless of if it's possessed. So we do need our mayor. He is quite a loving, if a bit dull in the mind, man.
Oh, he did seem a bit dull, all right. Yes, I suppose we can either put him in a box and wait for you to come up with this jar, and then if he comes out, smack him with Arnold over there, or drive him out if you can think of a way. Just maybe Sister Real could convince him to leave the body with her abilities with the undead.
And you'll just hear the mayor say, ha, 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 I'm not leaving this body. This is too much fun.
Excellent.
Kill me.
We have an agreement. We have a
Kill
compromise.
me.
You stay in that body forever, and we put you in a box. Deal?
Well, that's just going to kill this mayor. That's fine with me. Nothing.
I'm okay with
me.
it too.
Remember that he has to pay us.
Oh yeah, this is
Well, surely the estate would take care of that, right?
Maybe not if we murdered him. Okay, so I presume the priest has gone away to make the magical holding device.
Yeah, she'll command her the priest with her, younger guy who's already balding. That seems to be the fashion with these priestly types. So she's going to command him to go back to their temple, where he's going to write a letter and send it by pigeon to the nearest monastery to request a special magical jar. So he's going to rush off and do that.
Good.
Okay.
Yes.
Should we just knock him unconscious and see what happens?
Yes. Why not? Arnold, I believe you're the man for this. Do keep your sword ready, and if any kind of mist comes out, hit it. Lauren, same, Sister Ale, and we'll also crowd. Sorry, Arnold and Sister Ale will crowd around the mayor, ready to smack it. I will crowd around the stairs, ready to leave.
Good. Okay, so who's smacking him
actually,
first?
before we do that, just as he's going to smack him,
Mhm.
I will cast haste on our party.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Very good.
And then I will stand on the stairs.
Naturally.
What does
Okay,
haste
so-
do?
I think you attack double your normal movements rates and twice the normal attacks per round for the duration of the spell, which is 5 rounds.
Jesus, that means I can shoot 4 times around.
Yeah,
In
and
every
Arnold
second
can
round.
hit twice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really solid spell.
Solid.
Okay,
Excellent.
so who wants to attack it first? I'm not even going to do an initiative for it. Just, yeah, because, I mean, it's trapped.
So Arnold is going to smack it in the head with the pommel of his two-handed sword, in the hopes of driving it out of the body, because it worked last time. And then
Nice.
as the pommel comes down, he will be swinging the blade forward through the air in front of it in the hope it comes out into the blade.
Okay, so roll the first attack for me.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see how that goes.
That is a 11.
The 11 is no, the 11 doesn't hit actually.
Okay, so Arnold unbalanced, but fortunately he's hasted, so he'll try again.
Yeah, nice.
That one is a 13.
Okay, the 13 will do it. The 12 for this mayor fellow. So that's just to knock him out. Yeah, so I'm not going to make you do damage necessarily. But yeah, that'll knock him out. But it's interesting as he gets knocked out. You might be expecting the mist to come out of his eyes and things, but instead it looks like the body goes limp, but the eyes remain open, and it's almost like a puppet. That this thing is like, the body wants to be, knocked out, but the spirit is just kind of playing with this knocked out body, basically, kind of holding its mouth open, still laughing a little bit, eyes wide open, so otherwise limp body. So who else wants to hit him? or do something.
Just check, see what I have.
Let's get Sister Ill to try and turn undead in case you can force it out.
Okay, I also have holy water according to my sheet.
Yeah, that's a good idea as well.
Turn undead first. So that's an 8.
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen.
Cool. So you can pour your holy water on it and see if.
So yeah, I'll cover it in holy water. The
And
body.
he'll just start, lapping some of it up with his tongue as it pours over his head. Nothing happens. He'll probably spit some out back towards you, towards his rule.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Okay, so we're in no danger until he leaves the body.
I guess we just tie him up, and then we have a rota of guarding him with the guards in the city. Because presumably this town has some other guards, and we just tie him up, put him in a room, keep people watching him the whole time, and when he comes out, if he comes out, beat the living crap out of him, and if he doesn't come out, stick him in the jar when they eventually get here with him. It may be a very unpleasant week, but I have no other idea.
Well, let's tie him up first anyway. It has to be guarded by people with magical weapons.
Yeah. Well, you and Arnold and Sister Ill, I have a magical weapon even, but it's a dagger.
They wouldn't want you to strain yourself,
No. But I can actually, I have 2 magical daggers, so I can lend one I can give one to a guard as well.
Okay. Right, so I'll just take him down out of the web, tie him up, stick a sock in his mouth so he stops laughing at us. And yeah, I guess let's wait and see what he does.
Okay. So
I think how to get him.
How long do you all want to wait?
Well, what I'd like to do is discuss with the priestess that we have basically a vigil with any of her church that are willing to help, any of the local guards who are willing to be helped, and we basically have an armed watch and vigil of him around the clock, with at least either Arnold, Sister Ill, or Lauren there all the time, and there are others of us, at shouting range, and we watch him for however long it takes for this jar to arrive, and instructions or help or whatever. Do they have any estimate on how long that would be? Like, would it be a few days? Would it be 6 months?
No, it's just going to take probably about a day and a half, actually. It's not terribly far. They're going to have pigeons
supervise, yeah.
And then we do have four magical spears as well that we can lend to whoever's on guard.
So we can arm the some of the local militia. For the mayor's 2 bodyguards, for example, they can, and then I have a couple of magical daggers. So we should be able to have a few people around him with magical weapons the whole time in case he comes out of the body, and then they can start stabbing and shrieking for everyone else to come in. And we do this for the day and a half while we wait for the jar. To be honest, if it's only a day and a half, we could just all stay awake for the day and a half. Except me. I need my rest and my spells back.
Yeah, okay. Well, you go rest, old man. And the rest of us will, I guess, just kind of sit there watching this tied up, gagged mare. Waiting
with the priests and some of his 2 guards armed with spears. And does that all sound organizable, Marcus?
Yes, it sounds fun.
Cool.
I'm gonna roll to see how bored this spirit gets, but otherwise, yeah, it sounds good. So, who's doing the first bit of I guess you're all kind of watching. So
I think I'm gonna go and try and sleep just up the stairs. Like, I'll get a pallet and put it on the floor just up the top of the stairs and try and get my sleep. And I'll make sure that Arnold is standing between him and me. Good night, Arnold.
Oh, well, That's interesting. Also, in the first hour, the spirit gets bored. Nice. Okay,
I
so
was trying to go to sleep.
hold on.
What's that shouting?
Wilfred's going to sleep, and back
Yeah,
down.
I'm upstairs asleep. Yeah.
Yeah, and down in the basement, within the first hour, the spirit. You can see the glowing eyes begin to fade as the nebulous cloud forms in front of this mayor's face, and the cloud is just is coming out. Looks like he's not going to wait. Excellent. So, how do y'all want to react? Whoever's down there.
So I'll
like
do
to
Arnold.
shoot the mist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you all take an action as it's coming out, and then we'll do initiative.
So Arnold is going to swing at it with his two-handed sword for a 15.
Okay, that hits it on the dot actually. So let's see.
Okay. So D10 plus 1, 7. You add your strength bonus in this system, do you or don't you? You don't.
Yes,
No.
you do.
You do?
Yeah.
Arnold had a strength bonus, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Anyways, let's assume it's just plus 1. So that's fuck. I hit the dice. Did I say 6? Then it'll be 7.
Yeah, you said 7.
Okay, grand.
Okay, and who else wants to take something?
So I got a 17
Okay,
for 3 damage.
nice.
Do you want to roll Sister Il, Rob? You usually do her.
Yeah, she got a 16 for 7 damage.
Okay, so tell me how this stroke destroys spirit.
So as the mist comes out of the eyes and the nose and the mouth, she just comes down with her mace and just barely misses the mare's head, and kind of comes through the mist and kind of wallops the mist against the floor, and I presume the mist dissipates and the creature is no more.
Very nice. Yeah, the magic from the magical weapon just disintegrates the cloud, and the mayor's snoring. He's knocked out, of course, but yeah. So you're obviously out of combat. Problem solved, supposedly. What would you like to do?
I'd like to wake the mayor and ask for my money.
Nice, and yeah, you can. His assistants, no longer cohorts, will of course, untie him, ungag him, and they've made a little cot for him to lie down on, and they're gonna kind of fan him and take a nice cool damp cloth and put it on his forehead, and within the hour he'll wake up, he'll come to. Seems a bit groggy, and he'll say, "Oh, what's happening? Where am I? Why am I in this basement?"
And we'll just explain that he was possessed by Odian, an undead spirit, the same spirit that had possessed John and stolen his children, and that we have cured him of his ailments and destroyed the creature. And we're just looking to get paid before we move on.
All about money, isn't it, with you adventurers, adventuring type?
Absolutely.
Well, yes, I am a man.
But we
of my
did just
word.
save your life
and
and the life of everyone in your village.
And the children,
So,
did you find them?
Yes, they're upstairs sleeping
Oh,
with Bilford, the old man.
Oh yes, so he didn't seem to have much endurance in him. That one.
No, very little.
Yes. Kind of a weak man. I can see. But well, about that reward, I suppose let me get back on my feet. We can go to my office and we'll tally out some gold for you, as promised. And yeah, I guess within time he'll of course be helped up by his assistants, where he'll lead you back to his office. If you want to grab Bilford.
Not so much. Well, maybe we should. Maybe we should.
So Bilford, are you sleeping? Bilford. Is Bilford talking, or am I just not hearing it?
I can't hear him either.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, okay, so hang on.
Oh, hang on. He just said he has been talking. Okay.
Bilford passes away peacefully in his sleep.
Can you
There he is. No, I hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you now.
good.
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know how long I've been talking to myself for.
But you are quite old, so that's kind of normal.
Oh, it
Yeah.
happens to the best of us. Yes, yes. Yes. Do we get extra money for me stopping Lauren from killing the man in front of his children? Surely that. Yes. No. You didn't bring that up, Lauren, with the mayor. Oh dear. Oh well.
So is Wilfred, I assume, is going to join them heading to the mayor's office?
Oh yes.
Now
Yes.
that
Well,
it's
I've been
you will,
woken up
yes.
now, so I won't be able to get back to sleep. You know yourself. And I really need to pee.
Yes.
You know, this old bladder. I only really get about an hour or two a night. You know, before I have to get up and pee, as it is.
Yes. Well, I know how it is. Quite.
Oh, I
quite
thought
old
you would,
myself.
Mayor. I thought you would.
Yes.
You look even more decrepit than I am.
Yes. Well,
In a good way, sir. Don't worry.
I appreciate it. Of course. At least my hair is still, still has color in it, but that's besides the point.
Well, touche, sir. Touche. It was hard for me to tell. It's so thin. But anyway, to the matter of payment and all the saving of everybody in this village.
Yes, of course. The reward. I'm surprised your eyes can even see that far ahead, down into your coin pouch. But yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'll fill it up even more.
It's difficult. These old eyes, they don't see well. I need very large coins and big gems to be able to see them.
And you can see the smile disappear from his face and his eyes get really narrow. And so back in his office, he'll say, so, the agreed upon 200 gold pieces each.
Now, sir, I didn't know you'd memory problems. I don't want you to take advantage of someone who's with dementia. Oh dear. Lauren, do you have the exact figures?
5,000 sounds about right to me.
Yes, that I think that was correct, yes.
Well, I suppose for the life... For the,
You saved the
Your
most
own
valuable
life,
life
lives
in
of the
the
children.
town, sir.
Yes,
And yourself.
My life, of course. I see what you're getting at. 5,000. How about 4,500?
Sounds reasonable. And I do apologize for that pommel mark in your forehead.
Yeah, you can see that it's like the size of an apple. It's nodding up, and he'll say, yeah, I would have done the same to you, believe me. Probably more. I would have removed that head. That's okay.
Excellent. Well, good. I guess that's our do-gooding finish in this village. Lauren, we didn't really succeed in our quest, though, in finding some bodies for me. Oh, what's that? What's that, your mayorness?
Well, the trader who had stopped in town and sold that jar, I think he needs to be brought to justice. Of course, I'm not going to make you do it, but I would be much obliged if you would, of course, find this man.
How much obliged? Remember, you were saying we're all about the money.
How obliged would you like to be?
Oh, I could be very obliged. Lauren, have you got the exact figures?
We could be interested to the tune of 5,000 gold pieces.
Seems to be your favorite number.
It's our go-to number, yeah.
2,000 gold pieces to find the man. Another 500 to bring him back alive.
Oh, well.
So that I can
anyway, where will we go next, Lauren? I guess that guy might have targeted.
Why don't we say 3,500 dead or alive?
He is probably deliberately targeting your village, sir. It probably is a bad thing to have him out there wandering around, wondering how this didn't work this time, and perhaps coming back.
That's a good point.
He may have more of these creatures that he could just drop. in the village as
He did have a cart.
really you're
but
paying, to protect yourself.
He did have a covered cart.
No, Lauren, we're not at the threatening him yet stage.
Yes, well, we couldn't check his cart because we do respect, travelers' privacy and all in this village. It's something I quite pride myself with. But who knows how many jars this man had? Oh gosh, I didn't even want to think about it.
He could be going village
Or
to village
worse.
doing this. Who knows?
That's a good point. I guess I don't know. I mean, the closest village from here is on the coast, just a few miles southeast. But I don't remember which direction he was heading. I mean, you could ask around, but I don't have many leads actually. Now that I think about it.
Well,
But
then
he
we'll
does
take
need
the
to do
payments in
something.
advance.
What did we agree on? 2750, I believe.
Yes, I think was that it? Lauren?
3,000 even. 3,000 even.
Ah, right. Well, I'll give you 1,000 in advance to cover costs, but
That
the other
sounds
two,
fair.
if you actually deal with this issue.
Well, okay. Excellent. And you can provide. You'll furnish us with a good description of the individual, right? And we'll also talk to that John chap. You don't have any artistic types in this village, do you? It seems a bit small to support the cultures of the arts, but maybe someone who can grow a bit.
The most artistic thing around here is probably, nothing really. The arts just haven't graced us. Although I could show you my doodles if you would like to see them. He'll begin
That's
pulling
okay,
out
sir.
some parchments.
However, Lauren will be most interested. I'll leave the
Yes,
two of you.
Come, boy, come see. Come sit next to
Okay,
me.
show me your doodle.
And I'll keep an eye on Lauren just in case these are sort of creepy cursed writings. That's the level of paranoia Bilfer and I have. But I will not be looking at the doodles. And I'll be like,
Oh, you have to stop giving me ideas like that. It's so good. He'll pull out a chair for you, Lauren, next to him, and he'll scoot it nice and close.
Sir, could I have a drink while you and Lauren are enjoying that? I'll just have a
of course.
brandy or something. You
By
take
all
your time
means.
there, Lauren. There's no rush.
One of his little, helpers there will lead you out, perhaps into a drawing room. Go sit and drink some
I'll
wine,
have a
brandy.
brandy and maybe a cigar or a pipe smoke and put the
Oh,
feet
yeah,
up
definitely.
while Lauren spends many happy hours being shown doodles by this incredibly boring man.
Yes, and for the next.
So after about 15 minutes, I will mention to the mayor that this person that we're hunting is getting further and further away, and that I need to be on my way.
And he'll stop over this picture of a bird, but it looks more like it looks like shit. It looks like garbage. Whatever he's trying to show you doesn't look like a bird. And he'll say, "Oh, well, this one was my wife looking at the bird," and it looks really horrific, very dull. And let's say, fine. I suppose there are more important things than art. Seems to have been my motto for years. But
Okay,
yeah,
so I'll just nod and walk out.
But please take this with you. And he'll rip out the picture of his wife. His really old, decrepit wife, crudely sketched.
Is it a nude?
She's in a nightgown, and he'll kind of hand it to you. He won't let you not take it, and he'll say, "Take this with you. Just maybe it'll bring you some good luck or something." She's brought me plenty.
Okay, so I'll give it to Bilford on the way out.
Something for you to look forward to.
Oh no, Lauren, you keep the pin up. I know you young men. You need something to look at in the lonely camp nights.
I'll just look at you, Bilford. I'll be fine.
Ah, yes, I understand, but I am taken by the arts of the academy, sir.
Oh, the academy. I don't even know what this word means, but it sounds quite delicious.
Okay, I'm going to go to the inn and have a good night's rest because I'm certainly in no rush to catch this peddler. And I will sleep on a pillow of coins
Okay.
Have an excellent night.
Yeah.
Lauren, what are you doing?
Sure, I'll go and get some sleep as well. This damage to the wisdom permanent?
Yes, it is. Sadly, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's what 2 wisdom. I think.
Yeah.
Decreased.
How much do you have left, Lauren?
13. So it's
That's
not
not bad.
That's pretty wise. You don't use it for anything, right?
not that I'm
Yours
aware
is
of now, because it's a fighter class.
I've been a safe thing. Let me see.
Maybe we can quest to get that fixed. Maybe if we go to a larger city or something like that, we might be able to get restoration or whatever the system equivalent is.
Wisdom though.
I need a wisdom of 11 to qualify for my class, so I'm fine for now.
Well, I think murdering that guy in front of his children probably would have unqualified you for the ranger class anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know, not in this. They're just fighters in this.
Oh, there's no falling. Oh, that's a shame.
No.
Oh, that's right. There's not even alignment in Basic Fantasy. Yeah.
I think there
like that.
is, but I don't think it. Or no, there's not.
There isn't. Yeah, it's because I remember some podcasts with the author, and he mentioned that, and I was like, "Wow, I never even noticed," because I just assumed,
I don't notice it either. Yeah, just Okay, interesting. Yeah, I guess alignment.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Well, then, Lauren, you can absolutely murder everyone you want. Then don't let me stop you. In fact, allow me to encourage you.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, so I presume the next morning, then we should speak to John.
Yeah, he'll be nice and rested up. And
you can show him that picture that you got from the mayor that you like, and then we can ask him for a description of the peddler, and we could try and with a sketch. I'm not very artistic. Try and sketch out an impression of it in the back of the page, or just write it down. Really, I suppose.
John would, I guess, during this conversation, he'll describe the man as just a very, very frail-looking man, very thin, quite tall, kind of gangly limbs, very dark hair, dark eyes, beady eyes. Just really sketchy individual, almost inhuman in his appearance, but always wore a hood, these kind of things, and didn't prefer being out during the daylight, just because he seemed to be more of a night owl himself, John. So that's how they met. But of course, he had his creepy cart, and had little bells on it that made some interesting little musical notes whenever he would ride by. But
did he say where he was going to, John?
Well, he said he was going to the coast. He said he had never seen the ocean, never seen the sea, so he wanted to visit it, I suppose. And that was a few days ago, but he's definitely probably there by now. If he was in fact telling the truth, now I doubt everything he says. If you would like, actually, we have a local artist, the mayor. I can fetch for him, and he can sketch out this.
Lauren there is actually a fan of his already. But yes, if Lauren, maybe you'd like to go back to the mayor, and John, you go with him and try and draw up a nice picture of this gentleman. And
yes.
Do you have any brandy, John?
This is a great idea. Oh, I don't have any brandy. I have some wine.
Oh, I'll have that while I'm waiting. Excellent.
Yes. And John will basically be shuffling out with Lauren before he can say anything. Heading back towards the mayor, and in due time, the mayor will come back with his sketch pad, and he'll start sketching out this fellow. And it's really actually hard to tell if it's accurate or not, just because it's so creepy looking. Whatever he draws. Yeah, so it's quite a fucked up looking image, and the mayor looks proud. John looks amazed. And of course, he'll tear it off off his drawing pad and hand it to Lauren and say, "Hold on to that, dear boy. Stick it with the other one, wink."
I will, sir.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Well, I need to get back to work. The life of an artist just doesn't suit me, and he'll leave. And John will just say, "Wow, what an amazing man! Really, just I hope my children will study under him one day. Such a master." But Yeah.
I'm still drinking my wine back in John's house.
Yeah. So John basically just tells you what he looks like. Tells you he saw the guy heading south. Again, there's a few coastal towns.
Is there anywhere in town to go shopping for holy water and garlic and?
The local temple would probably have that kind of stuff. Yeah, definitely. They would just take donations. Otherwise, I guess you could have it for free, but they would imply heavily that they want donations.
Okay.
Oh, good, it's free.
Yes.
Okay, so we need holy water. We already have rods of continual light. Potentially, if there's more undead, we want some garlic. Is there anything else we need?
We have silver
Bilford, with all your
weapons.
experience, we have magic weapons.
Yeah.
We have multiple magic weapons each.
People to stand behind, but we have that. Yeah, I think it's okay. What could go wrong?
Yeah. Okay. So we'll pick up 5 or 6 pieces of garlic and 5 or 6 holy water.
We should buy a riding horse if we can in this place for everybody, so we're traveling a lot faster than the guy. And then follow him.
We have them already, so we need them for the.
We have them already, do we?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I bought them for everyone.
Yeah, I thought y'all had horses.
I did. Well. Yeah, I bought 3 horses. Yeah.
Cool. Good.
Yeah, remember that.
So good. Okay. Well, then let's not buy any more horses. Actually, I want a horse to ride on my horse.
Did you get a donkey? I'm pretty sure you got a donkey.
Well, the mayor could sketch out plans for that if you want.
Did you get your piece of art signed by the mayor, Lauren?
Yes.
That could be very valuable someday. And
I think I'm all right.
Okay, so I think we'll head off out of the village in the direction of the coast.
Trying to catch up with this individual.
Yeah, it'll take probably about a day and a half of really hard riding if you want to get there to the nearest village. So let's see if anything interesting happens. Are you just going to ride continually? Do you want to take rests overnight?
We're not going to kill the horses or anything, so we'll just ride like normal. A normal day's travel, a night's rest with watch, then a normal day's travel or whatever it takes.
Okay, cool.
Sounds reasonable.
Because we should be faster in the car, a lot faster, hopefully.
Okay. Okay, the first day goes by with nothing crazy happening. It's pretty relaxing, despite the intensity of the ride, perhaps. But yeah, you can make it to camp, no problem. Okay, the next day, you can see that the air is getting a bit cooler. The breeze is picking up. The trees are thinning, sloping downhill just a bit. Nothing happens the first part of the day, and you can see off in the distance, almost on the horizon, you can finally see the ocean. I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but and you do see lots of little smokestack chimneys, little smoke rising from them in the distance. So you can see that that's the first town, presumably. And you can get there with nothing happening. It was a very pleasant journey.
Excellent. Apart from the company, of course.
Right. Although you did have some pretty good near pornographic images of the mayor's wife to look at. So.
Well, I'm definitely not looking at those. I'm way past being interested in that sort of thing. And Lauren, I keep seeing Lauren, or at least I think I keep seeing Lauren taking surreptitious glances at it. That might just be my assumption. I don't know if he really is, but that's certainly what I think and what I'm telling Arnold. Disapproving tone. And also Sister Ill. I'm going, oh dear.
Okay.
Very good. And in no time, of course, you would be coming upon this this village, the seaside village. You see some docks. You know, there's seagulls. There's men carrying little crates like full of fish and things and nets. You see children running around. All the homes are pretty basic wooden homes. Most of them have, you know, stone chimneys. It's pretty quaint. It smells like sea water and fish, basically. Maybe the occasional hint of, you know, cooking stews and things. Because it's probably about, you know, 4 or 5 in the afternoon. So close to dinner time. And there's really just one main road, which is also along the docks there. Yeah. So what would you like to do?
Is there an inn or a blacksmiths, leatherworkers?
There's a little tavern. Looks like might even have some bunks connected to it, perhaps, but not terribly big.
Okay, so I think that's the place to start.
Yeah, and we'll start asking around about this this gentleman. If anyone's seen him or knows anything, we'll particularly ask people who are likely to be out late at night, like maybe, you know, inveterate drinkers, maybe the fishermen who get up very early in the morning, things like that. The innkeeper himself or whoever's working the night shifts, stuff like that.
Yeah, the innkeeper's definitely pouring drinks. And yeah, there's a couple servers, both women, kind of shuffling about, giving the fishermen their mugs of stinky ale. So who do you want to approach?
I guess I'll ask the innkeeper first and say, "Dear sir, good sir, it's good to see you. Oh, a round on me, sir," and I'll just toss over a few gold coins and have one yourself. I'm looking for an acquaintance of mine. Good chap, bit strange looking, I have to say. And I'll show him the picture and be like, it's not the best likeness. He doesn't look the healthiest, but he is in fine form. I believe he was coming through here maybe yesterday, maybe very recently, with a cart, strange bells. He sells jars. You haven't seen him, have you? You wouldn't know anything about him. And
the first thing, as you toss these gold coins, everyone just kind of sighs, gasps, like, "Oh my gosh, these high rollers! You know, it's incredible." But after his eyes kind of return to normal size, after being so wide, he'll say, "Man with the cart, yes, the musical cart. I remember that a few nights back. He did pass through here. Curious fellow, said he didn't want to stay in town. Something about enjoying his privacy. Of course, I didn't pry. But he spent good coin, almost much like you have, you know. It's really something."
He didn't leave anything here, did he? Do you know, did he sell any one of his famous jars?
Oh, his jars. He was trying to peddle them, but I don't think anyone bought one. He said he had all kinds of interesting things, jars included. I do remember, but we don't have so much, you know, disposable income around here. We're just with simple fishermen.
Oh, he's a very generous soul. He didn't gift anybody one, did he?
Not that I'm aware of. Although you could talk to Byron over there. He'll point to this kind of husky fellow sitting, chatting with his friends there. Guy's big mustache, and yeah, he's just drinking his ale. I know Byron was spent a little time, you know, chatting with the man. But honestly, I don't know if he bought anything. Byron basically has no money. Guy's about
thank you, sir.
About as bright as a horseshoe, honestly.
Unlike you, I can see, sharp as a nail. Anyway.
Oh yes. I've studied a few things in my day, you know, fishing and beer.
Boats and nets, I'd imagine. Yes, the full pantheon of. Now I'm going to talk to my friend Byron, but you wouldn't be artistic, would you, sir? My friend here, Lauren, likes to collect sketches, right, from the people we meet and then to discuss them at length. So I'll leave the two of you to chat, and I'll go talk to Byron. Thank you.
Oh yes.
No,
he'll pull
don't
out
even.
he'll pull out a sketch pad as you do that, and he'll say, "Oh boy, what do you want me to draw?"
If you could draw the man who passed through, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
And his cart.
I could of course draw that. And in no time, he'll draw what looks like a square with 2 wheels under it, big horse in front of it, and this like goofy-looking little stick figure on top of it, standing on top of the quote-unquote horse. And he'll say, "Oh, that's about as accurate a drawing as I've ever seen. Why don't you hold on to that one? You look like you could use some art in your life, boy."
So I'll throw him a coin and take the
Art.
sketch and walk over. Oh, I'm not calling it art. I think
So
sketch.
I'm chatting with Byron, is it?
Yeah, Byron. Yeah.
And I'm offering to buy Byron. Like, Byron, I believe you know an acquaintance of mine. He passed through the town. He mentioned you, said you were a good chap, and that I should buy you a drink. I'll show him the picture. Like, oh, do you remember? I am talking to the right Byron. Yes, you do remember him, right?
Describe this fellow. I can't seem to recall. Memory's not so great
tall.
these days.
Oh dear, Byron, you're obviously not drinking enough. He's tall, quite gaunt, very pale, tends to have a hood up all the time, doesn't really like sunlight, has a cart with musical bells on it, a bit of a peddler of things, jars, bits and pieces. Ring any bells? Ha ha.
Not ringing a bell. You wouldn't happen to have perhaps a drawing of this man, would you?
Oh, certainly, and I'll show him the picture, and I'll put the drawing on the table, and I'll put 5 gold coins down just beside the drawing. But I'm like,
and he'll look at the picture and he'll say, "Wow, it's an uncanny resemblance of the man. It's almost as if he's here in the tavern with us." Wow.
Yes, the artist who drew it was quite well known. My colleague is an admirer of his.
I must. This is really incredible. I'm a bit scared right now. Please take it away. It's too uncanny. Yes, I remember this man quite well, actually. Now that I see this drawing, he didn't give me his name, but he was trying to sell me all these odds and ends. But Byron doesn't have money. Byron just fishes and drinks his ale. Just like Byron's father did.
Did this gentleman say where he was going?
I mean, he mentioned he was staying outside of town if I wanted to come visit him. He said he would be there for some days. Said he enjoyed the coastal air. I mean, who doesn't? It's the best.
Did he leave?
I'm healthy as an ox.
What was the address, he said? Because we were going to call in and visit him. Thanks, Byron. You've been very helpful. I really must buy you another drink, and I'll pass over the 5 gold and say, anyway, what was that address?
5 gold? Good, sir. That's more than I make in a month, honestly.
Well, they should pay you better, sir. But anyway.
Well, they don't pay for brains around here, sadly. Smart.
I understand.
So always carry this, Byron. Fix that, Byron. Go catch me some fish, Byron.
And you, with a name like that, I would have thought you'd be a poet. But anyway, your friend. Oh, sorry, my friend, our friend. Where is he staying?
Well, he's just west of town, right off the main road. He said he would be. Probably
excellent.
2 miles from here.
So I think with that, I'll pat Byron on the back, good firm pat, and say, "Enjoy your drinks, Byron," and walk over to Lauren and try and tear Lauren away from the art appreciation. And Lauren, I think I found out where he is. Any other things you want to do here, or will we go onwards?
No, I think we should just go onwards.
Okay. So I'll tell Lauren everything I've learned.
Yeah, about 2 miles west of town, basically, is supposedly this guy's main camp.
Supposedly, yeah. I think we might as well head there.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely
daylight now. What time is it?
It's about 5:30 at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So there's a few hours of sunlight left, is there? Or?
definitely. You got about probably at least 2.5 hours.
Cool. I think we should deal with this guy.
Okay, and it's only 2 miles away. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
So let's
sounds.
head there now.
Yeah, it should take no time. Within the like half an hour.
To make
Can be
sure we're
there.
back in the village by sundown, just in case, you know.
Naturally,
Yeah.
naturally. So yeah, you'll take the rough directions of where this campus supposedly is, and lo and behold, within the half hour as you ride, you will see looks like a campfire, perhaps blinking in the distance as you approach. Right off the main road, as the guy said.
Marcus, just so you know, instead of 2 webs, I've 1 invisibility and 1 web today.
Okay, interesting.
Just in
Cool.
case it matters. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, you'll see the flickering of a camp light, perhaps through some trees there off the side of the road, main road. Probably about let's say 50 yards off the road as you approach. Now, do you want to? Are you going like full gallop towards it, or
No. We're gonna once we can see the light of the campfire. Once you see the campfire flickering in the distance, I think we'll stop. Pull the horses into the side of the road against some trees, tie them up there, and then stealthily make our way up with Lauren leading the way as the stealthiest.
Okay. So I'll just head up the road towards the campfire, trying to move as silently as possible.
We'll all follow him, but maybe 20 feet behind.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 40 feet, actually.
Yeah, maybe 40 feet. So, so I'll just keep walking up the road till we get, to the point where we'd have to leave the road to approach the campfire. And when I get that far, can I see anything, or can I hear anything, or is it just the fire I can see?
As you approach, we'll say within hearing distance of the camp. Yeah, you would see and probably hear the cackling of the fire. You could see through the trees there, like 2 large draft horses, and kind of just eating grass or whatever horses do there. And you'll see this wagon, this dark wagon. It's really interesting, kind of dark purplish, canopy on it over the back and things, covered up. And you'll hear like the very faint sound of like this creepy bell, like music, like little tiny bells, like finger bells, basically. It's kind of very, very slow pace, kind of randomly striking these dissonant notes, making this odd sound, kind of like the wind's, softly blowing it, sort of thing.
Okay. But there's no sign of the person that we're looking for.
You don't see him from the angle you're approaching at.
Okay.
You're kind of seeing like perhaps like the side of the cart there and the horses, right be the fire, kind of flickering.
Okay. And are the bells blowing in the wind?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I would like to leave the road and approach the wagon.
Now, are you doing this silently, or are you just
silently and quietly? Yeah, or silently and slowly.
Silently and slowly, very good. Okay, and let's see. So we'll say you're sneaking quite well. You're, competent ranger. And so how close do you want to get? Do you want to kind of like go up to the cart? Do you want to try to skirt around?
I'd like to get up to the cart, and I'd like to go until I can see him, or see more into the site, into the campsite.
Okay.
Yes, I'd like to stop as soon as I. Yeah.
Very good, and you can. You would stop as you saw this man. His cloak is down. Just has kind of dark, stringy hair, and it's very, very pale. At least as much as you can see with the camp light, firelight. It looks like he has sharpening a dagger, very crude-looking dark dagger, with some like gem encrusted hilt kind of deal going on, and he's whistling almost. It's like almost in pitch with the near random bells blowing in the wind, but like it's creepy because it's like right off pitch and just sounds really fucked up. But he doesn't seem to hear you approaching, at least.
Okay. So, and how far away from the wagon am I now?
About what, 20 feet or so?
Okay. Okay. So I would like to move up to the wagon if I can. Just watching the man to make sure that he doesn't seem to notice my approach.
Okay. Okay, and so far so good. You were sneaking quite well.
Okay. So when I get to the wagon, I would like to investigate the bells if I can.
Yeah, and you'll see these kind of little silver bells hanging on the side of the wagon. And yeah, the breeze is moving them, and they're kind of, banging against each other and making these creepy sounds.
Okay. So I'll wait there for the others to reach me.
Oh, I'm not coming up to you.
Okay.
I'll come up to about 40 feet away from you. I'm kind of watching you. If you gesture for us, Arnold, to come up, I guess he'll come up. Like, are you gesturing for him to come up? Or?
Yeah, I'll gesture for the other two to come up, Lauren and Cyril.
So wait, sorry, who's going up?
Sister Ale and
Arnold.
I'm going to try and sneak up behind, towards Lauren. I will walk within about 20 feet. Yeah.
Okay, so let me see how Sister Ale and Arnold do. Well, they don't really even have a sneaking skill. So, they will get close to Lauren. Let me see, actually. Okay, yeah, they'll get close to Lauren without any mishaps, we'll say.
Okay. So I guess then we should
well, it's up to you. I can't really talk to you. I think I'd be just
I know. Yeah. Sorry, just I don't know. Yeah, it's whether to go murder hobo or take the risk.
Out of character, I think you should absolutely fucking murder him. But I can't believe I'm trying to talk you into murdering someone. His kids aren't here. We can still kill him.
Okay, so I'll try and shoot him from the shadows.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
And I'll give the other two the nod to run in and attack him as soon as I shoot.
Okay, and Arnold, of course, begins to talk but stops and will nod.
Okay, so that's a 21.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, for 8 damage.
Okay, and the arrow pegs him right in the back of his right shoulder and sinks deep. And he, of course, lets out like a cry and begins to stand up in shock almost. But we'll roll initiative as the others rush in, I suppose. He's on a 4.
I am on a 1. Oh, and Arnold is on a 3.
Okay.
So myself and Sister Ella are on 5s.
Okay. So you said Lauren and Sister Ella are on 5s?
Yeah.
Okay. And Bilford's on a 3 as well as Arnold?
No, Arnold's on a 3. I'm on a 1.
You're on a 1, right? Gotcha. Okay. So. Okay, so we'll start at the top with Lauren and Sister Ella.
Okay, so I will shoot him again, which is a 27.
Yeah.
For 3 damage.
Okay, very good.
And Sister Ill will try and turn undead.
Okay.
And she gets a 19.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay, and it doesn't seem to do anything to him. Like, it doesn't affect him.
That's fair enough.
That's unfortunate. Okay.
Yes. His turn. Let's see. He's going to probably turn around and go for Sister L because that was an annoyance. So he's going to take his dark jewel-encrusted dagger, and he's going to try to rush at her and stab it into her with a 19. I don't know if that hits with her armor.
I don't think so. I think she's 20.
Yeah.
Because she has the bonus.
Okay, okay, cool. So that doesn't hit her, and he's probably kind of dazed with his blows coming upon him suddenly from the darkness. But we'll go to Arnold, the king.
Oh, yeah. Arnold will just charge him and try and smash him. And he gets a 12 plus his bonuses. So I think that's a 16 because he has a +1 sword. I think he's +3 to hit. Do you remember?
It's +1 strength and then +2 to hit, I think.
Yeah. So then, +4 in total then. So 16 to hit. Yeah. That a hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. For 9 damage.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let's see.
With his two-handed sword.
Damn, yeah, he's looking kind of fucked. Okay, so the bottom Guildford.
I am going to throw one of my 2 magical daggers at him.
Okay.
And I roll a 2.
Okay, the dagger disappears into the darkness and hits a tree. You'll hear it and probably see it fall. But okay,
Grand.
and back to the top, Lauren and Sister.
Okay, so Lauren will try and shoot him again. He gets 26.
Oh yeah.
For 2 damage.
Okay. This guy's just getting stuck with arrows, but he's not down.
And Sister Ill will try and hit him with her mace. Which is a 21.
Yes.
And that does 8 damage.
Oh, damn, that's actually enough to bring him down. So tell me how Sister Ill kills this guy.
As she runs up, she notices that this arrow is stuck in him, and she swings with her mace and gets the arrow, hits the arrow, and pushes the arrow further and further into him, and he just collapses on the ground, bleeding profusely. I guess he bleeds, and he just bleeds out on the ground.
Yeah, very good. And as he does so, yeah, you'll see like a little bit of like little smoke come out of his eyes and ears and nose and mouth, and it disappears up into the air there and just goes off with the breeze. But it wasn't red; it was just kind of a misty white. But yeah, he is dead, and you are out of combat.
Well, I'm going to search for my dagger.
Yeah, you'll find your dagger.
Grand. And then I will have a look at the cart. Actually, I will wait, actually. I will look for my dagger after I look at the cart in the hopes there's something really creepy and weird in it that I should pocket before Sister Ill or Lauren find it.
Well, upon looking in there, you see lots of little chests and things. Very nice looking chests. You'll also see, let's see how many. You'll see 6 jars, kind of these like, regular looking jars, but they are quite sealed, it looks like.
I'm going to pick one up and start and pretend to throw it to Lauren while shouting "catch."
Easily done. Now, do you actually want to throw it?
No. I'll just pretend to be like, "Catch, Lauren," and then put it back down.
Very good. Okay, and yeah, there's just a bunch of chests and some crates and the jars.
No creepy necromantic writings. That's disappointing.
There might be in some of the crates. Who knows?
So, sorry, is there anything on the body?
He has this jewel-encrusted dagger. He also has a pouch of gold, about 100 gold pieces. Not a whole lot.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about all.
Okay. Does the dagger look magical or special, or is it just
Yeah, it looks pretty
standard?
magical. Yeah.
Okay. So I will pick the dagger up and see what happens.
Oof.
Okay, nothing immediate, but you do feel like almost an instantaneous like chill go down your spine, but it's going as fast as you feel it. And we'll see exactly what that is in time.
Okay. So for now, I'll just wrap it in with a sack and put it in my backpack.
Good.
Okay, so these jars look exactly the same as the jar that broke in John's apartment or John's workshop, do they?
Yeah, they look very similar. Maybe
Okay.
different like designs on them, but it's the same like kind of jar you would imagine.
Okay,
Here's
so we should
this
definitely bury
carton.
them and walk away. So do you want to
Or
start
sell
opening
them.
chests, Bilford? No, not so
I think someone should start opening chests.
Arnold, you're up.
Very good. So
Actually, I will, because I love Arnold and I don't want him to die horribly, I will use my open cantrip on the first 5 chests, one by one. We'll check that the contents is safe. I won't just open 5 of them at once from 10 feet away, while Arnold is also standing feet away. So I'll open the first one.
Okay, there's 6 crates total, or chests total, 4 crates. So you want to open the first chest?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so the
From
first
10
one,
feet away.
10 feet away. Yeah, so you open it up, and it is full of eyeballs.
Awesome.
Fresh and old eyeballs.
Well, that could be handy. So, I'm going to reach in, plunge 2 of my fingers into them, to the back of them, to get 2 eyeballs stuck on the end of my fingers and go, Lauren, here's looking at you, kid, and waggle them at them.
Easily done. And okay, so you want to open more?
Yeah, I'll go back to standing 10 feet away, but I'll still have the eyeballs on my fingers, and I'll be talking to myself with them. I'll be like, oh, hello, Bilfer, how are you doing? I don't know, feeling a bit of stress these last few days.
Oh, Jesus. And all right, the next one actually has quite a bit of gold in it. If you want to spend the time counting that out, or you just want to take it.
We'll do that at
basically.
the end, I think. Yeah, we'll take it.
Okay. And all right, the third one you open up, and it has fingers. Just tons of fingers.
It sounds like he's right up your alley, Bilford.
I think he's giving you the finger, Lauren. I'll pick one up and hand it to Lauren.
Or he won't touch it at all.
Yeah, they're all different shapes and sizes and colors and things. Probably smells pretty terrible.
I've lost a fair bit of my sense of smell with age.
Good.
And excessive smoking.
Naturally, yes. Okay,
so next one, yeah.
All right, the next one has more gold in it. This one not as much as the other one. It's more copper and silver, but still adds up to probably a fair amount, you would imagine. Okay, the next one. All right, the next one has lots of clothing in it. Different like types. You'll have pants and cloaks and things and tunics.
Almost as if he killed people and took their clothes.
Perhaps they're all different shapes and sizes and styles and things.
They look worn, I imagine, right?
Oh yeah, some of them are more worn. Yeah, some are nice, some are worn.
Yeah. Cool. So with this last chest, Arnold is going to have to open it because I'm out of cantrips, but we'll have a quick check through those clothes just in case there's anything hidden in the box. I'll ask Arnold to do that.
Okay, Arnold will search through. There's no like trinkets or anything, but he will pull out one cloak that looks quite nice, much nicer than the other ones, and says, "Oh, I think this will look quite good on you, Wilford."
Oh, thank you, Arnold. And I will take it from him and bravely put it on.
Okay. And it definitely feels magical.
God. Good. I really wouldn't want to, reject Arnold. I feel we've got a real buddy movie going on with the two of us.
Definitely.
And I guess we'll get Arnold to open the last chest while I stand back.
Very good. Okay, in this last chest, let's see. This one would have. Okay, yeah, this chest. This one has organs, brains, livers, hearts, you name it. But these are actually in jars inside. They're little glass jars. They're kind of like placed in these like little compartments that hold the jars stable. There's probably about a dozen or so different organs. Yeah, pretty nice.
It's a shame our old friend isn't here. He would have really liked them.
Yes, he would. Okay, so
what was his character's name again?
Dagon?
Dagon.
Yeah, Dagon would have loved this.
Dagon's body stirs a bit back at the inn in the other city.
That's right. I still left him on the inn with a do not disturb instructions for the inn, despite the smell.
Right.
I think we should probably bury all these body parts, as I'm not really interested in.
Should we open the crates first and then see?
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about them.
Okay, so yeah, there's 4 different crates.
I will continue to stand back.
Probably a good idea, because the first crate opens up and just rats just pour out of it. Pissed off rats, but they all just kind of pour out of the crate down the side of the cart there and just off into the woods.
Disperse, yeah. I hope that at least some of them start eating the various fingers, eyeballs, and.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure if you linger into, but there's like dozens of rats. Okay, so the second one. Let's see what the second one's gonna have. Okay, that's interesting. So you open it up, and there's nothing in it. Just an empty crate.
Would you wave your hand around in there in case it's invisible?
Oh yeah, of course. All right, take the gauntlet off too. Make sure I feel it. And sticks his hand in there, bare hand, and says, "Oh, I really think it's just empty."
Oh well. So I'll go over and I'll have a look, see if there's a false bottom to it.
And there is not.
Okay, and then I will leave it at that.
Okay. So the next one, I'm assuming you want to open?
Yep, I'll go back to standing back.
Okay, and this one has dozens of dead rats. Some of them shaved, some of them with like no arms, no tails, just various like dissections and things, but it's just like a crate full of rats and rat parts.
Okay.
And this last one. Nice. Okay, so this last one. This one's weird. So this last one has the first thing I think Arnold, assuming he's opening it, notices the smell of this last one. Or are you doing the magical opening?
No, that's run out now. That's gone.
Okay, right. Okay, so this last one has what looks like it's kind of crammed in there, even though it's a bit of a larger crate. This one kind of folded up a bit. It looks like the decaying body of like a rat mixed with a human. It just has like a kind of a snout. It has whiskers and things, kind of long, narrow teeth and things jutting out from the front of its mouth. Fur covering most of its body, but it still has some human features. But it's definitely dead.
Okay.
So it's a body. So I could potentially animate it and have a weird animated rat man.
Absolutely.
People would love that.
Absolutely.
I think I will actually pass on that, as I just think it would be too awkward to bring back to town. Lauren, what do you think? Should we animate this creature?
Probably not.
Oh well.
Let's just bury it and all of the other
Bits and
random
pieces.
bits and pieces.
Okay. And our friend.
Let's just
animate our friend. I don't really have a need for it. Why not? Well, okay, never mind.
Can you speak to these people when you raise them? Just out of...
No, I'll just raise them as out of character. They'll just come back as skeletons or zombies. Like I can order them to do stuff, I think, but
okay, so you can raise this guy and find out what he was doing with all of this random shit.
No, nothing like that. No.
Okay.
We speak with dead spells in this system. Clerics might be able to. I don't know. I can't remember.
Maybe. Yeah, I think there's like a.
Is there speak with dead cleric 3?
Oh, nice.
So she'd have to be level 5 or 6 for that, wouldn't she?
I don't know. I got level 3. Oh yeah, I'm level 5 and I've got level 3 spells. Yeah, well, spell.
Yeah, she's only level 4, so.
Okay, that's fine. It was the risk we took by murdering him before we got to speak to him, but I don't think he would have told us very much. Well, maybe he would have. He might have been Bond villain and bragged, but I think it was better to just kill him.
Probably. Okay, so we should bury those few bits, keep the wagon, keep the gold.
Take all the gold.
Yeah.
Do we have to bring back some proof for the mayor to show we actually killed this guy?
Oh,
Yes,
Bring back all the bells from the cart. Or we could bring back his head.
I think we should bring back.
We could actually bring the cart back.
Yeah, because you want to keep the cart anyway, right? Because it's
a nice cart. The bells are lovely.
Yeah.
Do the bells seem magical to us?
They do have an odd magical ring to them. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure we should keep this cart. His head off and bring the head back in a bag. And as I'm saying this, I'm going to start hacking away with a dagger at his neck. It's a long, slow process, but I've learned a lot of patience over the decades.
Okay. Can you identify the magical items? Is that a thing that you do, or do we need to find someone?
I have no idea how that works in the system.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have someone identify these. Is that what you're asking? Sorry, I was telling things.
Sorry, well, I guess there's the dagger, there's the cloak, and there's the bells.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna have to bring that to someone with a bit more expertise to identify.
Cool. Would there be someone like that in the village with the mayor, or would you have to go to a bigger town, or what would you know?
Probably back to the bigger town
Cool.
where Dagon's resting.
Cool. I'm totally fine with leaving these creepy bells here on the cart, or burying them, or burning them. Well, burning them wouldn't do anything. But we could ride the cart back to that big town via the little town, collect our money from the mayor, because he owes us more money now.
Yes, he does.
I do have to collect Dagon's incredibly rotten body by now. Well, somewhat rotten body.
Yes.
And apologise.
Oh, sorry, the red skull has to be identified as well, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The what?
So,
the red skull?
The red skull.
The skull from the wall. You pried out.
So will we do that? Will we
Yeah, let's
cut
go
off
back
his head,
town.
go in the cart and start? Well, I'm not going to sit in that creepy ass cart. Maybe we should get Sister Ill to drive it. She's a cleric. She should be resilient to all sorts of creepy undead.
And then what we can do is, the cart's not magical, it's just the bells, is it?
Yeah,
correct.
Are we removing all the bells from it? And
Yeah, why don't we put the bells in a sack and
okay,
with
I'll
the
let you do
dagger.
that. So, Lauren,
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would make a really creepy sound when you're writing. I don't know if you want to deal with that. If you want to listen to that.
No, we just put them into a sack and throw them on the floor of the cart and head
Very
back to
good.
town.
Yeah, definitely. And so you want to head back to the mayor's town, yeah?
the mayor's village first, and then on the way to the big town.
Okay.
So we can collect our money from the mayor.
That's all absolutely easily done. Of course, he would thank you. And he would hand Lauren a few more sketches he's been working on the past few days.
Are any of them of Lauren? Oh,
Yeah, actually, one of them is this dashing ranger.
Lauren has always
with,
wanted to pose for you. Did you know that? He's a big believer in body studies. Perhaps Lauren could pose for you, and I could drink some of your brandy and smoke some of your pipe. Tobacco.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
excellent
we
idea.
already have plans because we have to identify this dagger.
Oh no, Lauren, that's
probably-
okay. We've delayed those. We're
No,
going to stay
really,
the
no,
night.
I think it's No. We think we should be on our way in case this dagger is as evil as it felt when I picked it up.
Well, okay, Lauren.
We'll take a rain check, my dashing friend.
You will always regret missing this opportunity. But anyway, okay.
Yeah, and he'll hand you the sketch you did of the mayor and Lauren out in the wild hunting together. That's what it's supposed to be. It doesn't look like it at all, but but yeah, he'll pay you the full 3,000 total that he owed. He owed you 2,000 more, I believe. So
yeah.
So after that, you want to make your way back to I forgot what the name of the other town was, but the one where Dagon's his body is. Down this bigger kind of city almost.
Yeah, and Lauren can go if he wants to bring the stuff to be identified, and I'll go apologize to the innkeeper. Say, I got distracted. I'm sorry. I had to. Now I've come back to make the funeral arrangements for my friend. I hope no one minded the smell. I'll be saying this from the common room, which, unless the innkeeper has done something about the body and ignored my instructions, would currently presumably reek of rotting flesh and maybe empty, or maybe the innkeeper has removed the body. You tell me.
Well, the innkeeper looks more troubled whenever you approach, and she'll immediately approach you and say, "That damned, disgusting corpse you had, I swear it's run off."
What? You've lost my friend's body? Damn!
We didn't lose
corpse
it.
snatchers.
Our patrons heard moving around in your room. It stopped around midnight. And the next morning I went to check because I was going to toss it out or have my husband do it. And it was gone.
Oh, probably some of your rougher customers stole it. Bodies can be valuable if you sell them. There are certain terrible souls who'd use bodies for weird necromantic purposes. Or so I've heard.
It sounds terrible, and we don't have those kinds in my establishment.
You'd be surprised, but anyway. So where did no one saw this reeking, lurching, disgusting corpse walking any particular direction? Did they?
None of my patrons. At least no one's saying anything.
Probably just looked like a drunk. You know how it is late at night here, eh? The smell wouldn't be any worse. The foot, the lurching wouldn't be any worse.
She scowls at you.
So I'm going to pay her enough gold to make her not be really, really angry with me anymore. You could tell me how much that is.
Yeah, probably at least 100 gold.
That's fine. I'm perfectly happy to spend my money paying off tavern keepers who I've left rotting corpses with.
And she'll storm off and she'll say, but if you need anything, just pay.
No problem. Excellent. Good day to you. I'll try and find my ambulatory friend.
Ambulatory friend.
And then I'll wait for Lauren to come back, I guess. And when he does, I'll regale him with the story of what's happened.
Yes, and Dagon's body is missing.
That's a shame.
Missing being the key word, not gone for good. That's that's actually where we're going to leave it. The news of Dagon's body disappearing, I suppose. But yeah, thanks so much for playing, guys. I hope it was.
Yeah, it was good. Thanks for running it, Marcus.
Yeah, no, it was good fun. Thank you.
No problem.